Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another review. This time of a very nice guy named RB had sent me this film, Nightcrawler, which I had heard good things about, but just had not had time to see it until now, thanks to him. So RB, Russell, if you're watching, thank you so much. Now, Nightcrawler came out around, I want to say 2014. And the reason it's called Nightcrawler, it's sort of the name given to people who they're freelance. How do I put them? I mean, not really journalists, but okay, well, the plot of the film is Jake Gyllenhaal, who I do like as an actor. I do think Jake Gyllenhaal is a really solid actor. And he definitely does a nice job in this, because he's like a quick talker. He's very fluent in his dialogue. You know, he tries to talk a big game, trying to explain all the reasons he's saying certain things, really break things down. But you can tell he's, socially kind of awkward as well. And the character is definitely a sociopath with a lack of morals. I mean, I wouldn't say the character's charming, but again, it's just how fluent he is with his dialogue and how he breaks down why he wants to do this and why certain things need to happen in his way. He talks a good spiel. But something's not quite right with this guy as well. So, in the beginning of the film, he'll do stuff like he'll steal equipment and beat up a security guard or a cop just to get away, and then sell that stolen equipment to another place. Again, he's a guy who has no moral fibers with him. It's like the moral switch has been just turned off on this guy. And one thing leads to another, and he meets Bill Paxton. Love Bill Paxton. Did a little marathon when he passed away, where I reviewed a lot of his movies. Really miss the guy. Sadly, he's not in the film too much. Would love to have seen him in the film more, but that's just how it is. But when he's there, he's good. But again, I'd be surprised if it was more than 10 minutes. So he's sprinkled throughout, but he is a guy who, when crime scenes happen, he's one of the guys in the vans who get there and they get the footage. And Jake Gyllenhaal sees this. He's like, okay, what's this about? So he himself, he steals like a bicycle. He gets a camera and a police scanner, and he starts getting to these crimes, violent crimes, and filming it. And just getting in there, even though cops are telling him to get back, he gets in there still. And he starts selling the footage to the local TV news, which I didn't even know she was in this film, Rene Russo. I like Rene Russo ever since I saw her in Lethal Weapon 3 and Outbreak. I would say those are the first two films I saw her in. Really talented actress. She did a great job here as well. As a woman who, she's also very morally flexible, to put it lightly. And, they want footage that's violent and bloody and, certain other avenues. So Jake Gyllenhaal pretty much starts twisting and turning things and people to get what he wants. Like at one point he threatens, hey, if you don't have sex with me, Rene Russo, I'm not going to sell this footage to you, which you need because you're on the lowest TV station around. So you need someone like me. Again, the moral switch is just turned off on this guy. And definitely one of Jake Gyllenhaal's best performances. I can definitely say that. And pretty much starts getting to all these places, and even like if it's a body on the ground, he'll move the body just to get a better angle on for the footage. Bill Paxton starts beating him to certain places, so there's a point where Jake Gyllenhaal's character like loses it in a mirror and breaks it, and then he fucks up Bill Paxton's van. And Paxton's character doesn't die, but he gets injured. So now Jake Gyllenhaal can do what he wants. And he picks up this other guy who, forget the actor's name, Riz Ahmed, which he did okay. I mean, he's a guy who pretty much he's there for the money, but at the same time, he's very nervous about what Jake Gyllenhaal does. Pretty much calling Jake Gyllenhaal crazy and all that, which the guy is. He's batshit insane. And like the second half to the the third act, it's this story about a home invasion, and he records the suspects leaving, and then he goes into the victim's house and records it all. But he purposely cuts out the footage that shows the killer's faces, because again, he wants this whole time, it's whatever gets him to the next level of success for his own personal gain. So he's not going to tell the cops who these people are, that the license plate that he's gotten, the faces. No, he sits on that, because then he follows them, calls the cops, starts recording so that he can film the inevitable shootout between the cops and the suspects. And even his part is like, wait a minute, people could get shot, and people could get hurt, and Jake Gyllenhaal doesn't give a fuck. And I mean, the movie does touch on issues like unethical journalism, about how journalism lets go of its ethics in order to get the ratings and the watches, how things can be manipulated, like when the scene where Rene Russo is talking the TV anchors on how to talk about the footage, to stress certain words, in order to get people to stay with that channel and watch their stuff. Make sure you stress this. Make sure you repeat this word. Make sure you do this. Which sadly, I believe that does happen a lot in the media of today. And one thing to mention about the film is it's very well shot. Very sleek, slick. The nights just look dangerous. Like for... not movie-wise, but photography-wise, it reminds me of like Michael Mann's Collateral. Again, not movie-wise. I will put Collateral above this. But just the way the nights look did remind me of something like that, which I thought the director, Dan Gilroy, who wrote the film as well, did a great job with it. And probably the pinnacle of the movie for me is when Riz calls him out on, the partner calls him out on him being crazy and all this. What do you think you are? And Jake Gyllenhaal responds, it's not that I don't understand people. Maybe it's just I don't like them. The way Jake Gyllenhaal delivered that, I thought was really centered on what the character, what this character was. And at the end, the restaurant shootout, and there's a car chase, pretty decent car chase. And his partner gets shot by the suspect, and he don't give a fuck, and he gets the footage, and Rene Russo loves it to death. And now the cop knows he's up to no good, but they have no evidence. And now he's succeeded, and he has this successful business with other vans and other people who are night crawlers, people who go out, listen to police standards, and get to the crime scene and record everything. And the fact that you have a really wonderful performance by Jake Gyllenhaal, who kept me interested to see, what would happen next. An interesting idea, because if you do watch the news, you do see that footage of people filming up close and really get into the crime scenes. It's not like a typical plot that you see every day. Like I said, it's well photographed. The filming at night, like I said, looked sleek and slick, and it's a good looking movie. They definitely had somewhat of a budget with this. And it was cool to see people like Bill Paxton, who I do miss, Rene Russo in there. And it's a film that, I know my friend Mike OCP and a bunch of others really liked it. And I don't know. But I definitely think it's worth a watch. If you had all, how I put it, what would you call this? A thriller? I guess thriller is the best word to describe it. Okay, this is what the back says. Jake Gyllenhaal stars as Lou Bloom, a driven young man desperate for work who discovers the high-speed world of LA crime, finding a group of freelance camera crews who film crashes, fires, murder, and other mayhem. Lou muscles into the cutthroat, dangerous realm of night crawling, where each police siren wail equals a possible windfall and victims are converted into dollars. Aided by Nina, Rene Russo, a veteran of the blood sport that has local TV news, Lou blurs the line between observer and participant to become the star of his own story. So, very well done film, and that I liked, and so I'm glad I saw it. Glad I finally saw it. So, thanks for watching. Give it a look if you guys haven't seen it yet. Take care, and we will see you in the next video. Later.